what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Sideshow Collectibles John Carpenter's Halloween Michael Myers 6 scale figure, and this is also the deluxe set too as well. Now I am definitely excited about picking this one up, and this is actually one of my most anticipated figures of the year. Now of course you know it's based on John Carpenter's original Halloween from 1978, which I have right here on 4K, because this still is my all-time favorite movie too. Like I've said like before, even though I prefer like the science fiction genre, because I also have like this steelbook version too as well that I had picked up like a while ago. As you can see, it has like Laurie Strode on the back and Michael Myers on the front. It also has like the slip cover too. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about picking this on up. So yeah, like I said, it's easily one of my most anticipated figures of the year, you know, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this right now. So this right here is the box that contains the figure. So it has an image of like the Bob Ghost sheet on the front and Michael Myers right there too as well, because those actually are the figures. And then it says John Carpenter's Halloween Michael Myers Deluxe. Now that's one of the things I'm kind of curious about with this too, being they're calling it Deluxe. Are they going to re-release another Sideshow version of Michael Myers with like more accessories, or you probably won't have like the Ghost sheet? But I know they never done that with like the Jason and Freddy 6 scale figures, so I wonder how they're going to do this again, being that they are calling this Deluxe. Now I do like this image of Michael Myers right here on the back. I think that's awesome, the shot on the back. And I do like how they did the actual logo too as well. I like how that looks. It says John Carpenter's Halloween. On the front, or at the top, you see it's like Michael Myers' face, and then even on the bottom, it's like a picture of the knife. So I'm going to slide this on off. And on the inside, you even say more images. It's like I think a pumpkin right there. It says Halloween underneath too. It has the Judith Myers headstone right at the top. It says tombstone. It has an image like him holding the phone right there too. And of course this is how the figure looks on the inside. I like that they have this knife right there too, like going across like that sleeve thing that Sideshow used to put on their figures. So then I just lift this on out too. Now this six scale Michael Myers figure from Sideshow has like a bunch of accessories too, because usually they only get like a couple of items. As you can see, these are the other ones. He has like a separate tray, so I think this is awesome. I like how they package this in too as well. And then now as I move on, I want to touch on the stand that comes with the Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Michael Myers figure. And this is it right here. It's like the typical like stands that they have like their horror type figures. It just says like John Carpenter's Halloween. It's just like simply like black. Because even I admit it would have been kind of cool if they actually had like painted the actual color like of the logo, like it's like white, like the Halloween name itself is white. You know, I do kind of admit that it would have been cool if they had some color, but it's okay though. Then you also have like your U-style stand right here too, that you just plug right on there. So I got my stand ready to put Michael Myers on. Now I'm going to pull out the Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Michael Myers figure. So here he is right here. And this does look pretty good, I must admit. It looks awesome. So you see he has the usual plastic around him too. So I'll take all this off. Let's see. Does he stand pretty good? Try to get him just right. So yeah, it looks like he stands, if you get it just right, he does like stand too as well. I think it looks awesome so far from what I'm seeing. Now I'm going to measure the 6 scale Sideshow Collectibles Michael Myers figure, and he is like just over 12 inches. So now what I do is talk about the likeness and articulation of the figure too. Now this is a pretty solid face sculpt for this. It really does look like the original 1978 Michael Myers mask, which was a Captain Kirk William Shatner mask from Star Trek, which they have altered and made into like the Michael Myers mask that we know, you know. Now the only thing I see is wrong with this is it seems like something is like off with like the hairline up there. It's like Michael Myers' hairline. It's like raised too high. But it still is a solid looking figure that does like the mask, especially when you have it from like certain angles. So I think Sideshow Collectibles did do a pretty good job with this. You can even say Michael Myers like eyes, and they're very good too as well. I like how they like glossy. I think that's cool. He even has like these thorns on his hair too. He even has like the line of beads on the mask too. So I think they did a solid job. The mask does look like how it looks on the original film. It just seems like the hairline is like kind of off with it. Now the coveralls, from the way I see it, it looks like they're like a dark gray bluish look. It's kind of hard to see it with the way the lighting is. I'm not sure what the exact color of the figure itself is. And as you can see, it has like pockets too, and there are like working pockets too. You can actually stick your finger in these. Even like on the side, you can put like your fingers in its pockets. Even on the back too as well. He even has like a button right there too. And here are his boots too. You got the tread on them. Tread watch. You can lift them up, and that's how they actually like look. And Michael head can turn like all the way right, left, right. Doesn't look like he can look up that much, but he can like look down though. But yeah, the mask is done pretty good. It's a solid mask. It just seems like something is off with the hairline, but it's a pretty good looking mask. I think this is awesome. It does feel like he has some weight to him too. He still is kind of loose. The arms can go up like this. He does have a band like in the elbows too as well. So you can bend Michael's like arms. He can split. His leg does bend all the way up like that. I think he has a double bend too. Hand can turn. So the articulation is good on him. You can even do an ab crunch. As you can see, you can bend them like this. So I think that's pretty good. And the feet can turn too. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good figure. And it does like he is still kind of loose around the leg areas, but it does like he has some weight to him though still. So yeah, I think this is a pretty solid figure from Sideshow Collectibles, and easily one of my top figures of the year. I noticed also that Michael Myers, his coveralls, they look like they're dirty too as well. They have like this brown, like dirtish like look to them. If you look closely, I don't know if the camera's like picking it up. And he does have like a black shirt underneath too as well. So let's see if I can raise this on up. Now I want to move on to the accessories that come with the Sideshow Collectibles Michael Myers 6 scale figure. Now he has 6 alternate hands, so he has like a total of like 8 interchangeable hands. And here are like the 2 of the hands that he has. He has like these I don't know what you could say. I guess you could put something in these because the way they are angled. But he has like a left and right of these. And they do have like veins and stuff in them. So I think that's pretty cool. And then he has like these 2 relaxed hands right here, like a left and right. You can tell these are just like relaxed hands. And like he can put stuff in these 2 as well though. And then these right here, of course, are gripping hands. These are part of like the knives, and they're left and right each. Then the next accessory that comes with Michael Myers is the actual telephone right here. You know, from when he strangled Linda. And this is nicely detailed. I like how they have the cord too as well. And it feels like a real phone cord too, like the way it feels. So this is a cool accessory to have. Up next we have Michael Myers' kitchen knife, or you can say a butcher knife. He has a bloody one, as you can see, and it is nicely like detailed. I like how they got the blood like splattered on there, like he actually stabbed somebody. Man, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I'm glad they gave us a bloody knife, because I know a lot of these figures, you know, sometimes don't give you one, they just get like a clean one, and then you get like a second one, which is just like a straight up clean, like butcher knife or kitchen knife, you can call it. So I think it's cool that we have 2 knives too, so you can choose to do like a bloody one or a clean one. That's awesome. I also took off all the fists that came with Michael Myers, because these are the ones that he had on. And I put on like a hand, so I could put like an accessory and like the knife just to see it. And the hands come off pretty easy. I didn't have to loosen it. As you can see, I put a knife in Michael Myers' hand. And it went in pretty good. Now you can get a good range of motion on this too. I'm happy with that, because I think he has like a double bend, so you can't raise it all the way up like that. And I actually have the knife out like that. I would have put it like in a stabbing position, you know. Awesome, this figure is amazing. I really am enjoying it. I want to continue to move on like through the accessories that come with the Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Michael Myers figure. And this right here is the Bob Ghost sheet, and it has the glasses on the inside. Now I already saw like a video review and somebody broke their glasses, so I'm hoping mine are okay. They look okay. It looks like they had this also like taped up too, something to see. Putting it on off. And you guys see that they do have where it's like rolled up, so I'm trying to be careful with it. And yay, my glasses are okay. So these are the glasses right here, as you can see, that Bob had on. Can I get your ghost, Bob? I like they even got them like fogged up too as well, so I know to be careful with these. As you can see, they even have like a peg thing on there too as well. And then right here, as you can see, is the actual ghost sheet. It even has like the eye holes on it. There's even like a hole thing. Look, I think that's for actually like pegging the glass in, if I'm not mistaken. Because underneath this, when you take it out, there's like this black like head right here. And you actually have to put this on Michael Myers if you want to achieve like the Bob Ghost sheet look. Because I think that's the hole right there that the actual glasses will actually stick in. So you would take these right here. I'm trying to be careful with it. And they would like peg right on into like that hole right there, up there. But this sheet is cool too as well. I think this is awesome, like the actual ghost sheet. It's on too, as you can see, but wide. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can still set the holes on it too. What I want to show is the actual ghost sheet on Michael Myers. Now I actually took his mask off. Now when I took it off, that stayed in too as well, but those are actually okay because you can put those on now. And I would prefer that it stayed in this one and not the other head, because I could just pop it back on. But it came off pretty easily. But this right here is the actual what you come here, a mannequin hair that you would put on this. And when I notice it, you can just sit it right on. I do notice like some figures like that, you don't really need like that peg thing inside, the peg part. I forget what that's called. So you can just put it like that, you know. That's how I left mine. I could easily pull this out and put it in there, you know. Then what you would do is take this ghost sheet, for what I'm hearing, and you just would like just put it over Michael like this. So you would have to actually line it up on him too as well, like on where the face is. So let's see if I can get it just right. And that's how it actually looks when you put the glasses on Michael. Now I must admit, I don't think I really had these on real good, because I was trying to line them up with like the actual ears. But I think he actually supposed to bust a hole like in this this ghost sheet, so it could peg it into his head. And this is just an example of how that does look. Now I'm sure I was supposed to bust a hole like in the ghost sheet, but I just sat it right on the ears, like the glasses. So there's no question I prefer displaying them like this at times, you know. I never had Michael Myers with the actual ghost sheet. Well, can't you answer me? And then up next, Michael Myers has the Judith Myers Headstone, or you can say Tombstone, and they have it inside this plastic. Now I know these usually, well, sometimes comes with Michael Myers figures, but it's probably the best one I think I've ever seen. It feels heavy too, it has like some weight to it. And there it is, Judith Myers. Nicely detailed. Looks like it's even like dirty kind of too, like on the back. Even like on the front, like it's got like rain on and stuff. And it feels solid too. And I'm trying to see if it stands. Right here it doesn't stand. So I guess you actually have to probably like hold it up. I'm sure you can probably do something like this. I do notice that it doesn't stand. And it could be because of the surface I have it on. But this is still awesome to have though. Last accessory that comes with Michael Myers is this actual pumpkin right here. And they have them this plastic too. Because actually LED lighted too. You can light it up. So this is how it actually looks. This idea was trying to base it like on the pumpkin from like the opening credits, because you can even see like the scar right there, like in the pumpkin's nose, which looks like a butcher knife. So you can tell they was trying to base it on that. And notice it has like a LED light feature too, something to see. And as you can see, it opens on up. And it's this magnum base too. Something to see. I know you turn it on from the inside. From what I'm hearing, most Sideshow Collectibles type LED light accessories, they do already have like the light in there. There's like a switch in there. It's red there. Then you can just cut it on, and then you just put the pumpkin back in place, and that's how it actually looks. So I'm gonna see how it looks with the light off. So it's a pretty bright light, especially when you have it like in the dark. I think that's kind of cool. Trying to see if it's flickering. So that's a cool accessory like to have. Awesome. Now I want to compare my Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Michael Myers figure with some of my other horror figures from Sideshow Collectibles. This one is the 6 scale Jason Voorhees figure, so this is how they actually compare in size. Looks like Jason is a little taller than Michael, and they are on these stands. But when I look at it, it looks like he's just like a little taller than Michael Myers, from what I'm seeing. Just a little bit, but they're about the same. Then I want to bring in another one too as well to go with these. This right here is the Sideshow Collectibles 6 scale Freddy Krueger figure. I want to actually compare him to Michael. Now it looks like he's about as high as Michael. This is really the hat, you know, if you could take the hat off Freddy, it would be probably a little shorter, but the hat is actually making him the same size as Michael. So I think these are some awesome figures, some of the Sideshow Collectibles. They're not like really completely accurate, but it looks like what Sideshow Collectibles is doing with these, it's like you knew who these were, like you knew who these like it's like you knew who like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers, you knew who they were, you know, that's what they're doing. So I think they did a pretty good job on, but like all of them are actually like mixed, like, you know, it's like Jason's like a mixture of like Part 3 and Final Chapter, and I think Freddy, they say, is based on Part 3, and Michael Myers is definitely based on the first one, you know. So it's like they're just like, you know, you knew who these were, you know, they weren't completely like accurate, you know. But I think these are awesome. These are definitely worth picking up, from my opinion. Okay, that's the Sideshow Collectibles John Carpenter's Halloween Michael Myers Deluxe 6 scale figure. This is superb, awesome. I would definitely recommend picking this one up, especially if you're a fan of the original John Carpenter like Halloween film, which is my all-time favorite movie, like I have said before, even though I prefer like science fiction. And I do have it right here on a 4K. And like I mentioned before, I even have picked up like the steelbook version too as well, like a while back. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. This is easily one of my top favorite figures of the year, and it's actually much better than I thought it would be. You know, I think the Michael Myers, like the face sculpt of it, is actually superb. It's right on point. It looks like the 7/8 mask, like from 1978, but it is still something kind of off with like the actual like hairline of it. You know, it's like the hairline isn't that accurate on it, but it still is like an awesome head sculpt. It really does like Michael Myers from the original film. And I think the accessories he has is awesome too as well. He has good articulation, because as you can see, I could bend the knife all the way up like that, because he has like a double bend. So I think that's kind of cool too. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking this one up. And like I said, another thing I noticed too, it does say Deluxe. So one of Sideshow Collectibles is going to re-release this again, and it probably won't have its accessories, or they might do like another even better version with more accessories, you know. So I'm kind of curious about that, being they are calling this a Deluxe. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. This is easily one of my top favorite figures of the year. And this is the Sideshow Collectibles John Carpenter's Halloween Michael Myers Deluxe 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.